Hello, and welcome back to Diecast Graveyard. Today we're going to do a restoration on a Hot Wheels heavyweight. They were introduced between 1970 and 71, and we're going to do today a restoration on a heavyweight tow truck. Now, as you saw by the first picture there are many options available, but I decided to go ahead and redo this one as a tow truck. So sit back and relax. Grab your favorite adult beverage and join in today as we do the restoration on this Hot Wheels heavyweight tow truck. Let's get started.
It's time to start the autopsy.
I've already drilled out the post. Let's see what we got here. Pop out the interior. Here's the body. It definitely needs some TLC, so we'll get that taken care of. Now the posts on this one are the smaller posts, as most red lines are, so we'll definitely have to prepare for that. The suspension on this is in really good shape, and they use the cap style wheels here, so we'll definitely replace all those. Polishing up the base, etc. Here's the interior. That's in good shape. Here's the windshield, but that's cracked, so we're definitely going to get a replacement for that. Let's continue. Here I got some kits off of eBay. Here's the tow truck assembly itself that snaps in on the body. Here's a brand new windshield. Actually, there's two in there. And here's another tow truck assembly, and it comes with the wheels and the badge. That's pretty darn cool. Let's move on. Let's strip the paint off this body. Here I'm using citrus strip. We'll give it a good coating and we'll let it set for a while. Make sure you get all the pieces of the body covered, especially if you're going to do a color change, and in this particular case we are. We'll let it set for about an hour. Usually it only takes about 20 minutes for this stuff to work, but we're going to let it set a little bit longer just to make sure it's all taken care of. Like I said, make sure you get everything coated. I think we got that covered pretty good. Let's continue.
Meanwhile, back in the graveyard.
Now we're going to drill out the posts. Since the posts on this truck are small, we're going to use the small drills. Here we're going to use a 1/16 inch drill bit, and we're going to do 1-72 screws, the 3/16 inch length. If you have any questions about screws or drill bits or anything like that, get a hold of me and leave a message in the comments and I'll get back to you. You definitely need to take your time with these posts. They're very, very narrow, and you can blow one out in a heartbeat. I'm also using my drilling fluid called I'd Tap That, and that's available at my website at diecastgraveyard.com. Check it out today. It's really great stuff, and it will last you a very long time. Be careful drilling out your post. Make sure you're going deep enough, and clean out the flutes of the drill bit frequently. Here we're going to clean the base, and we're going to put this in a mixture of lime away and water. This mixture is a 50-50 mixture, 50% lime away and 50% water. Let it set in the lime away for approximately 2 to 3 minutes, but make sure you watch it, because if it starts to get too dark, it means it's been in there too long and you're going to stain the metal, and it's very hard to bring it back to the original condition or the shiny condition if you leave it in there too long. So check that out. I've got this sped up so you can see the bubble action working. It's amazing how it makes like a little current in there while it's dissolving. Let's take a brass brush and we'll scrub it down. Once we get it all scrubbed down, we'll clean it up with soap and water and get that material off there. That's looking really good. Let's continue. It's time to replace the wheels. Now again, these are all cap style wheels. Take your razor knife, and there's a little edge on the tires. Put the razor blade in there and give it a little twist, and those wheels will pop right off. We had one tire missing, but that's not a problem. I got these replacements at Second Chance Redlines. That's looking really good. 4 brand new meats on there. Looking good. Let's move on. Here we're going to take the body, and I'm going to use this Scotch-Brite pad to get off the rough surface and the toning. Now's a good time to sit back and relax and enjoy your adult beverage. You can do the same thing with the little Scotch-Brite wheels. Here I decided to do it the old way. Don't forget to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button if you're getting anything out of these videos. That lets me know what you guys like as far as content, and then I can produce more stuff for you. I like to watch these films all sped up. Don't you wish you could actually work that fast?
Someone is being exhumed.
We got it all cleaned up with the degreaser. Now we're going to hit it with some Spectra Flame Blue. Make sure you reach all the spray all the hard to reach areas first. Get up in the fender wells and all the areas you normally couldn't get while it was sitting flat. I like using these helping hands. I've got a bunch of sets of these things, and you can get them at Harbor Freight for about $5 or $6. Now, if you keep your eyes open, there'll be all kinds of coupons for Harbor Freight where you can get these things a lot cheaper. I think I picked up a whole bunch of them at one time for like $2.99. And it was a good deal, and I definitely couldn't pass it up. So I'm going in and I'm putting some very, very light coats here. Now that we got the light coats on, we're going to let it set for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll come back in and give it some saturation. Here we've got some more color on there. Now the more paint you put on there, the darker it's going to get, because this is a candy paint, and you're going to be able to see through it. And if you keep putting layer upon layer upon layer, it's going to get darker and darker and darker. So once you get to the color you want, go ahead and stop. That's looking really good. I love the color blue. Let's let that set overnight.
I love how the moonlight shines over the mausoleum.
And here we got all the pieces. We got the body, That turned out absolutely beautiful. Now, it's not necessary to put a clear coat on there, but you can if you want to. Here's the base. That looks great. Here's the tow truck body that I got off of eBay and the windshield. And we replaced the wheels. Here's the interior. Let's put everything together and give my creation life. And this is what we started with, a Hot Wheels heavyweight. Now, like I said, they were introduced between 1970 and 71. And believe it or not, that cool bus, that's also considered a heavyweight, which I didn't realize until the other day. Well, we took everything apart, we got it cleaned up, we stripped the paint down, we put some new meats on there on the bottom, we polished up the base, we put a new windshield in there, cleaned up the interior, and everything turned out fantastic. And as I always tell you folks, you can do this too. Follow my videos, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, I have no problem answering your questions. So please leave a question in the comments and get a hold of me. I'm happy to help you out with your hobby. But then we put everything together, and this is how it turned out. Look how beautiful this heavyweight tow truck turned out. I am super, super proud of this casting. Like I said before, folks, don't hesitate to ask me questions. I'll do the best I can to answer them, and if I can't find the answer, we'll find somebody who does. Like I said, if you're getting anything out of these videos, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button. I got a lot more videos coming out, and don't forget about the 4 Horsemen builds. Check it out at 4 Horsemen Diecast, and check out the work schedule or the build schedule. We got a lot more stuff coming up. The end of this month, we've got Keith from Outlaw Speed Shop, and the theme is Pace Car, and it's due at the end of the month. And I hope you all participate. It doesn't cost anything, and you can use any casting that you want to. All you have to do is make sure that you stay within the realm of the theme. Thank you so much for joining me today in Diecast Graveyard. I had a lot of fun restoring this truck, and I do plan on doing some more. We'll see you back in a few days with a new video, but I hope you have a great Memorial Day weekend, which is coming up. And thank you and cheers.